Hey, good afternoon.
Hey
Welcome
there.
to the Rocky Mountain Spa and Wellness Association's virtual spotlight with Jennifer Thompson of Thompson Luxury Brand Consulting. It's a portfolio of wholesale brands and consulting services. She has 3 decades of driving revenue and market share growth for top brands. She elected to bridge her personable style and passion for luxury goods into this one venture. So her curated portfolio is ever evolving, finding new and innovative brands to bring to her customers. She also loves the collaboration and creativeness unique to the health, beauty, and wellness industries. Welcome, Jennifer. So happy to have you.
Yay, thank you so much. And I'm so happy to be a part of this association.
You know what? So are we. We really missed you, and we're looking forward to a really fantastic year, and hopefully some great new business opportunities for your brands. So tell us a little bit about what you got going on.
Thank you so much. I hope someday I'll be living in the Rocky Mountains because my husband and I really want to get out of Dallas, Texas.
I
And we
don't
will
blame you.
someday. I know, and I'm looking at all the beautiful scenery in the background, and I'm like, which place do I want to choose? I'm so in love with all of them. So I'm looking forward to doing all the events that we have planned this year, as many as that I can tap into. I put together a little bit of a presentation that I thought maybe we could share, just to talk a little bit about what everything you just noted in a little bit more detail. So I'm going to quickly share my screen. Oops, I think I went the wrong way. Sorry, this one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Hope that you guys can see it. Okay, so yeah, I've been at this now for about 4 years, and it's been a really great experience. There is nothing better than this industry. I mean, it's the best people, it's the best culture, so much fun, and they're lifetime friendships. And I decided that this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to work with my friends in the industry. And not everyone understands what is all of that in my little, one company that I've put together. So, oops, sorry, my mouse is pretty fast. So this is a little bit about everything that I do. I do have a website, and it's jthompsonluxury.com, and it's basically just a one showcase of all the brands, so that when I do speak to some customers, they can go and see the portfolio of everything I do. So I invite everyone to go to that. But when I started, I really wanted to work with some beautiful brands that care about their customers, and they see that I, who want to help represent their brand, is their number one customer. So if they were going to be good to me, I know they would be good to my customers. And so that was really important to me when I put together this curated assortment. And then it just turned out to be, it was something kind of head to toe. I mean, I literally have you from clothes to shoes, and kind of everything in between that fits the health side of things we do, the wellness side of things that we do, as well as the beauty side of things we do. But knowing that really also is this globetrotter who likes to travel and spend a lot of time at these resorts, experience all these activities. And so I really feel like this collection I put together makes a lot of sense. And I do always look to see if there's things I want to add on or take off. So what happened there is I had this additional group of things. I do have some specialty items that are just kind of unique, and I only do them for a season or something. And so I'll reach out to some of my existing clients and let them know about something I'm just focused on seasonally, or if something new came out under development that maybe see if some customers want to be a part of the testing of it. I mean, I work with a lot of global, international, so I have it's a really cool opportunity to look at lots of new things. And then I also have some international distributors. I work with a distributor out of UK, I work with a distributor in Germany, and I work with a distributor in the Caribbean that many may not know that I do. And so that's exciting to work with them on brands. And those are brands that are separate from the portfolio that I have here for the domestic. And then, yeah, I get to do some stuff with contract manufacturing. So, so that's kind of it in an overview. And I put my picture on here because a lot of times they're like, Jennifer, I know Jennifer, because I've been in the industry 33 years, but I've
Everybody
had
knows
different
you.
names.
Everybody
I
knows
used to
you,
be
Jennifer.
I used to be Jennifer Lawrence, and then I became Jennifer Thompson. And then so a lot of times you remember the face versus the name. So I want to just quickly go over, like, I really look at luxury. And so if the customers or the members in the Rocky Mountain Spa Association are really looking for a luxury brand, I hope that I can have an opportunity to share some of them with them. Because when they look at luxury, it's not just about being this 4 or 5-star price point. It's about what supports that overall. What else makes that brand unique? And so Anatomy is a really cool clothing brand that has the Forbes 5-star travel guide award and is sold all across the globe. So it has a really strong presence now. They're just at their 18th year. I work with Wrap Up by VP, which has really made a beautiful statement for themselves in our industry. They do robes and wraps, spa wraps, but they're all designers, so they're absolutely stunning. And the beautiful part about this brand is they can actually do a custom print. So if any of the members have like a specific, pattern or style to their property, we can actually custom robes and wraps and stuff for them. And then I work with a shoe brand called Cocktail Sneakers, and which is a lot of fun. Just the name alone, I think somebody's going to try to buy her brand from her. But that's all about really supporting you from the soul up, creating a shoe that you think about, you want to wear in your activity, a sneaker, but it's not dressy enough. Sneakers are not dressy enough. So it's a cocktail sneaker. So it's a sneaker that you could literally wear with a cocktail dress. You could wear it to a cocktail party. You could wear it to a wedding, but you get all the support from the heel that you need from a sneaker. So it's a really cool concept. And I think it fits well in wellness because, we have a lot of back issues, and this is a perfect product for that. And then London Town USA is actually a nail brand, and it's a very beautiful, very healthy. There are 23 free lack of ingredients that they have to keep it so clean. And I know that I have, some great competition in the nail brands that are out there, but London Town is just a gorgeous brand, and they're a great company to work for. And I've never heard them say no to anything. They're just an amazing company. So these are more of my luxury products. And so just put in a couple pictures here that sometimes it connects the dots. So Anatomy, which, as I said, is, of the apparel line, offers a lifetime guarantee. So, people pay $200 for a pair of jeans and they don't have a lifetime guarantee. Why wouldn't they pay $200 for a pair of pants with Anatomy and have a lifetime guarantee? And that's how I got introduced to them. Very first pair of pants I bought was in 2009, khaki, and I still have them. And then
have them to this day.
Right, I still have them to this day. And then they also are great for uniforms. So I have a lot of resort properties and some beautiful day spas that want their front desk to be in a uniform. I have a beautiful project, Miamo, up in Sedona, just reopened after a $30 million renovation, and every staff member is wearing, even massage therapists, estheticians, everyone is wearing Anatomy and uniforms. So we have a whole array that we could do something like that with. And then in the middle is just how gorgeous the prints are for these robes. Beautiful luxury robes, microfiber, and then next to it is their silk poly blend pajamas, so long pajamas, and they just have seasonal prints. They're just absolutely gorgeous, and salads as well for some people like salads. Down here is just the cocktail sneaker kind of array, so you get an idea. We have suede and leather and patent leather. We have canvas. We have the raffia fabric. I mean, it's gorgeous. And then just to highlight what London Town, some people may not remember the name, but recognize their packaging. And they call their lacquer, play on L-A-Q-U. They do L-A-K-U-R. So it's a beautiful line.
Or like water. Very
Right.
clean. Yeah.
Very clean line, very beautiful. They have this Florian complex that really focuses on the health of the nail itself, the nail anatomy. So by wearing their polish, you're actually strengthening the nail matrix and of the nail. So you actually have healthier nails after wearing polish.
Love it.
And they have gel polishes too for a professional that you know just cure, you can cure under the light. So they have all of that. And then I have a couple of fun focus brands, and I feel like everyone can do something like this, but my favorite one to talk about, as you can see, is this little mosquito off to the side. It's just it's literally a two concept product. You either want to protect yourself from mosquitoes, or unfortunately, you didn't protect yourself and you got bit. And if you got bit, it's the worst thing, right? Because mosquitoes love to drink our blood. And the only way they can do that is to puncture our skin. We immediately start to bleed, and they have to clot our blood to be able to drink it. So they inject their saliva. Their saliva is toxic to our bloodstream. So that's why we scratch and it gets all red and puffy and itchy, and it's miserable. And it just lasts. It takes like 10 days to get through. Well, Mosquito has patches, which there's literally, it's not even OSHA sheet on it because it's literally just cross-section taping that creates lymphatic drainage right on that bite spot. And it moves their saliva out of that spot, instantly takes away the itching. I'm not kidding, less than 20 seconds. You forget about it. And so it has time to heal, and usually it's out of your bloodstream in about 4 days. You can shower and swim, not even remember you had the patch on you. It's amazing. But then they have a repellent, and the repellent's the best part because the repellent is almost like wearing a body lotion. It looks like a body lotion, smells like a body lotion. You can apply it, you know, with a spray or apply it like a lotion. Smells amazing. And it uses an ingredient called curated, which comes from the pepper plant. So it's like if you put a jalapeno up to your nose, yeah, you would be like, "Ooh, get that away." Well, that's what the picaridin smells like to mosquitoes and ticks and flies and gnats. No seams, it repels them all. Wow. So I just love it. And actually my very first account was Sandals Resorts with it. And it's safe for the reefs, and we know that people are going to put stuff all over them and go into the water, and so that was very important. So if Sandals can handle it, I know all of us can handle it. Now up in the Rocky Mountains, you may not have a bug issue too much unless it's rainy, but
mosquitoes, we definitely have bugs. I remember trying the patch in the, where were we, Bozeman, the Bozeman event in 2020, and or 2021, we're in 2023 already. In 2021, yeah, and it really did work. I mean, it took that, I did have a bite and it took that bite away. I mean, that itch and that inflammation away right away.
Yeah, and you know, it's safe for there's nothing to those patches, so it's safe for infants, pregnant women. I mean, there's no reason that not every single person, and you know, just kids, they just can't stop scratching. So that's just a fun product. It's super inexpensive. I mean, it's not something I would ever get involved because it's about money. This is just, I hate mosquitoes and I hate fire ants and I hate gnats. It's like, oh, my nemesis. So this was why I fell in love with that one. And then I also work with a contract manufacturer. This particular company is called Cosmetic Circle. I love them. And that's where I help people bring their own brand to life. So they do all complete turnkey private labels. So we provide formulas, filling, packaging. Our graphics art team creates all their art for their labels or their silk screen, whatever they want to do. We can do the outer cartons. We shrink wrap it, barcode it, whatever. We give them a finished good. So it is so much fun to help people create their brands. And it's a no minimum. So somebody who just wants to give it a shot, and wants to just start off with one product, 6 units, we could do it. And I think that's really cool for a lot of the smaller day spas in the association that might want to look at that, because they've spent a great deal of many years building a brand for themselves as this, one freestanding spa. And they should look at maybe, doing something like that. It could just be a lip balm, but really start to have that at home every day in people's vanity. So I love that. I have so much fun with that. And then the last one at the bottom is called Velez by Vesna. And this focus is all about the medical spas. So this is designed to be used after laser treatments. And it's a super cool mask. I'm going to show you actually on this page. So down here, it's basically a biocellulose tech mask. It is 98% water. And the membrane is made from sugarcane. So it's actually just grown from sugarcane and water, 98% water, and it holds its cool temperature up to 2 hours. So you can see just down here in this before and after, 40 minutes after microneedling. They did a split face for this image. So one had the mask and one didn't. And you can see how the mask just absorbs all the heat off the skin. So it speeds up the healing time. And the customer's more comfortable, and then they're more apt to try more treatments when don't have to look like a fire engine, for days on end after their laser treatments.
Right.
So this has been pretty amazing.
And
here's the repellent up at the top and the afterbite patches. And then this is an example of, look, this is how boring, right, an empty bottle is, and look how gorgeous it can be when you make your own line. Mm. So just, a nice little before and after of what we can do. I have so much fun with that. I hope to introduce that to some of the members here.
Me too. I think that, just to your point earlier, I definitely think that is a fantastic option for those day spas that, really have, worked hard to create their brand and to maintain consistency. And now they can have something that really speaks to, who they are, and just reminds people, at home, come back for your visit because we see it right there on our vanity, right? Even if it's just a simple cleanser or a serum of some kind, a signature serum. I think it's great.
Yeah, and they have loyal customers, right? They keep coming back to them over and over again. And what do you do when you're recommending something else? And that's great. You should always have lots of brands, but if they decide they want to do something of their own, I can help them. Yeah. So I just kind of did a little summary because, for J. Thompson Luxury Consulting, I think how I can best help the Rocky Mountain Spa Association is retail opportunity brands. So Anatomy, Cocktail Sneakers, Mosquito, Velez by Vesna, or Wrap Up. I can definitely help them on the uniform side with Anatomy, and we have great pricing. We do programs for uniforms. So it's a whole different program within the company.
And Jennifer, can I ask you a quick question about those uniforms? Is there a separate line sheets for that too? Like whole different designs, or do they pull from, the retail designs?
So we have a collection called the Essentials. That's a great question. And that's where I steer people towards uniforms, unless they want to change it seasonally. So, so basically I recommend that the program's designed around our essentials because our black will always be consistent year after year after year because we own the fabric, and that fabric is called a Haniera, and it has a lifetime guarantee on it. It's super easy to launder. They don't have to take it to the dry cleaning, and they never have to iron. So your staff is going to love it.
That's like the best part.
Right. And and because we know some, uniforms are a little heavier weighted and they sweat a lot in them. So this is wicking. So if you are, busy and you're getting a little sweaty, it absorbs the moisture right off your body and evaporates it through the fabric. It also has an SPF of 25. I'm sorry, 40. Sorry, SPF of 65. And it's great to use for around the pool or, those pool attendants and stuff like that. So, it's just all kinds of scenarios, but I definitely, that's where I steer them, and once they understand that. But there are many that love to do like just a blazer. They just want a nice fashion blazer. and they can do anything in our catalog. But for uniforms, you know, you're going to have people over and over need more pieces, and you want it to look consistent. So that's why our essential program. So I do have a lookbook for just the essentials, so that will steer them through that.
Very cool.
Thank you for asking that.
Yeah.
And then on the back bar side, you know, I mean, I have the Velez by Vesna, which is those masks for laser. You can retail them. They have retail packaging, but they come in bulk. They're designed for back bar. So you just pull out the sheet. It stays very sanitary. You use it for BBL or laser or microneedling. You use them for, you know, your hydrofacial machines. You know, anytime you've got that sensitivity and you want to you know, improve that experience to them. And then in London Town, of course, which is the nail, I have some really beautiful resorts that do London Town for both their gels and their regular nails. And of course, they pair them with other nail brands, of course. So, and then on private label,
common to have 2 or 3 or even 4 nail lacquer brands. But why not go healthy? Why not have?
But why not go healthy? Right. Because what I find is that and this is what I really went searching for London Town, is that I've had, you know, if I'm going to pay $65 for a pedicure or a manicure, I want it to be something else besides maybe an OPI, for example, that would be for a lower end manicure or a pedicure, right? And that OPI you can buy at CVS. So I want to elevate my price point, and I don't want it to be just in my service, but I can also do it with my healthy, you know, nail products for them. So so that's really, I think, where that positioning fits in good. Yeah. And then on the private label side, which I showed you guys just an example of skincare, we also do private label makeup. I have some beautiful makeup, and I know that it's really fun to have just, you know, a nice category of lips. Everyone loves impulse. You put it at your counter, they will buy lip glosses all day long. I can tell you at any given time, I have at least 3 lip glosses attached to my eyeglass case.
Yeah, me too. I love the impulse buys. I'm a sucker for those, where I'm standing and just, even if I'm waiting just a moment, I'm like, oh, what's that? Yeah, absolutely.
And then also we have a brand with it too. So I have some people say, I don't really want to do private label, but yeah, you have got a lip gloss line, let me try it. And they'll do the brand that we have assigned to it. And then we also do body products. So I do, we do shampoo and conditioners and body washes. We can put CBD in a lip balm. We can put CBD in, you know, and pretty much anything but a cleanser you could put it in, you know.
Do you do oils and lotions and that kind of stuff as well, and body mask type stuff?
Yes, we have body masks, and we now if they're going to private label it, I don't know if they'd want to private label like something they use in the back bar, right. But I do have people that buy a lot of my sugar scrubs and our micro scrubs and use it in the back bar, and then the client loved the smell and the feel of it, then they retail it. So I would introduce it to someone who wants to retail as well as use it in their back bar, for sure.
Right.
Yeah, great question. So I think that's kind of me in a nutshell. I did just kind of add a little slide. Love for people to, you know, go to my website and see if they see something. Most of the time I can get them lots of digital assets. Some things I can get them out to actually touch and feel if I'm not in person. And then, you know, I really want to support the members. I know it's important to them to be a part of your association. So, you know, there's some exclusive programs that we can do, and I can have some offers special for your members so that, you know, they understand that it's a partnership.
Awesome. I know they will appreciate that too. And for those that are interested in learning more, for sure, not only about Jennifer and her brands, but what kind of partnership she has available to our membership, definitely make sure you reach out to her at J. Thompson
Luxury.com.
Yeah,
sorry, I took that off the page.
I knew I was gonna mess that one up.
It's just my, you know, first initial last name.
Brand Consulting at gmail.com is her email. Definitely reach out. And then of course, remind us of your website again one more time.
So it's jthompsonluxury.com.
Excellent. So go check it out. check out the lookbooks, and don't hesitate to reach out. And for those of you too, we did an email blast not too long ago introducing Jennifer as well. So if you missed that and want us to resend it, by all means, just reach out to me anytime. And I'm more than happy to forward that information to you as well, so you can get a head start on researching her information and connecting with Jennifer. Jennifer, do you have anything else you want to share with us before we wrap it up today?
Yeah, we did a great email campaign with Wrap Up.
We did.
So if anybody missed that, Wrap Up put together a really nice exclusive package for the members, so that you can have a GWP. People love gifts, right? Your members, not your members, your guests, your consumers, they love gifts with purchase. So Wrap Up put together a nice one that you can actually customize it. So I hope you get a chance.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic, and especially with, kind of Mother's Day really is right around the corner. It's going to come faster than we think. So, now is a great time to reach out to you, Jennifer. Those members that are listening in to get the process started of bringing in that brand, because I think that is fantastic gifting. No matter what kind of business you have, you don't necessarily have to be a 5-star resort spa in order to bring in Wrap Up. You certainly can, bring that into your beautiful day spa, and people, I know it will fly off the shelves, because I certainly love Wrap Up and have for years. So I'm so glad you're repping it now. It's fantastic.
I know, me too.
Yeah, excellent. Awesome. Okay, well, if there's not anything else, we'll go ahead and wrap it up for the day. Thank you all so much for joining us. For those of you that are in Idaho, we have Boise coming up on April 17th. Keep an eye out for the invitations that have been sent out starting early this year with save the dates. And for more information, check out our website at Rocky Mountain Spa, ASSOC.com/events. We will look forward to seeing you all again very, very soon. Have a great day, everyone.